have just left Alexandria, Louisiana, and we are 5,000 climbing for 10,000. Headed to Ocala, Florida. We've got co-pilot Katie Bug on board, and she's awake this time. So we are staring off into a beautiful sunset. I don't know if the camera's going to pick that up, but
it can't pick it up because it's not a sunset.
Okay. So we are headed to Florida right on the heels of Hurricane Michael. So it has already moved to the north. It's over George at this point, but we're expecting, I don't know, maybe some clouds, some kind of...
4 Delta Tango, contact Houston Center 12097, good day.
12097, good day. Houston, good morning. Malibu 444 Delta Tango 6000 for 10,000.
November 444 Delta Tango, Houston Center, roger. Climb and maintain 17,000, Alexandria, altimeter 29908.
29908 and up to 17,000 for Delta Tango. Okay, good.
November 299 Romeo Bravo, contact Houston Center 126.8. 26.8, time on the Bravo.
29908. All the temperatures are looking good. We're going to make our first fuel tank switch there. And aside from a
KT2903, climb and maintain flight level 300.
failed left vacuum pump
KT2903.
and right brake that doesn't work, we're doing good. Right?
We got up, I just hope we can get down. Said we got up, I just hope we can get down. That's the only thing that matters. In
Well,
one piece.
gravity kind of takes care of that. Look at that sunrise.
KT2903, clear direct Peanut. Direct Peanut, KT2903.
Peanut?
November 337 Charlie Juliet, climb and
Yeah,
maintain
Peanut.
flight level 280.
A point in space.
Who got to choose that name?
Well, I don't know.
Are you going to go all the way up to 25,000?
Nope. 17,000 today.
So this should cut in half, because you're only half as high as you're going to go. Is that right?
What?
Time.
That's our expected time to our destination.
Right. But you're going higher, so that's going to go down. It is! Watch it! Look! It's going. It is. Dad, the higher you go, the less time it takes to get there.
The higher you go, the less time it takes to get there. How do you figure that?
Well, it's basic logic because I don't know how to explain it, but it works.
Climb and maintain flight level 340.
You know it works. I just don't know how to explain it. It does. Right?
I sure love you, Katie Bug.
Well, at least that counts for something.
Well, oftentimes when you go higher, the air is thinner and you go a little bit faster.
But like basically what I'm thinking is that it takes less time to travel the same distance that you would travel on the ground. It takes less time in the air. That's the basic reason why we can get to California in a couple hours.
But that's true because you're going point to point. You're not driving over a road that wanders all over the place.
Not to mention the fact that you're going
faster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look, we already gained 54 minutes. I mean, never mind. Never mind. Never
Okay, the one thing that I will give you,
Brickyard 61.
and I'm reluctant,
Center, Roger. Cleared the after sawmill.
is that
arrival.
That's calculating our time to our destination based on our current speed over the ground. Our current speed over the ground is lower now than it will be once we hit our final altitude, whether it's 17,000 or 7,000, because we're climbing. So we're burning a lot of energy climbing. Once we level out, that energy will translate into forward speed.
And the air's thinner.
But regardless, we could be 1,000 feet off the ground, and we're going to go faster in level flight than we are on a climb. Does that make sense?
Yep. So it has to do with speed rather than altitude.
Correct. So when we level off, that's going to start to go down, but not because we're at 17,000 feet. Because we're going faster over the ground, no matter how high we are.
I learned something new, and so did you.
Oh, I learned something, all right.
November 444 Delta Tango, contact Houston Center 126.8.
126.8 for Delta Tango, good morning. Houston, good morning, Malibu 444 Delta Tango, 14.7 for 17,000.
For 444 Delta Tango, Houston, ready? Come on, 2997.
2997 for Delta Tango. So when that says 16,800, you should hear a tone, and that's a 200-foot warning telling us we're within 200 feet of our pre-selected altitude, so we can make sure that it captures and doesn't just fly right through it. Okay, see how that's flashing? That means that it captured it, and so the nose should start to lower right now. There you go. Now, for some reason here, this autopilot overshoots it by about 60 feet, 40 to 60 feet, and then it'll bring it back down.
November 4 Mike Sierra, contact Memphis.
Yeah, 40 feet, that's not too bad. Now it's coming back down.
Alrighty.
So what we'll do is we'll keep full power until we hit 140 indicated, which we just did. Okay, 140 knots. Then we will start pulling our power back here. See, that's manifold pressure, 36.4. We're going to start pulling that back to 29 inches. That's our cruise power setting.
Show 610, you center cleared direct to Gurley. I'll maintain policy 30.
Okay. Now we're going to pull. We're going to change the pitch of the blades of the propeller, and that's going to change the speed at which the engine's rotating, the revolutions per minute. That's that. We're going to bring that down to 2,400 revolutions per minute.
Race to 11,000, 2997.
Okay. All right, so there's our cruise setting, 29 and 24. Then we're going to let our temperatures stabilize a little bit, which they pretty much are. I'm going to pull this mixture determines how much air and how much fuel, what the mixture is going into the engine. So right now we're full rich, meaning we're just dumping a lot of fuel into it. We're burning 26 gallons an hour. So we're going to pull that back to 22 gallons per hour. And that is a pre-lean. We're going to let the temperatures settle out there.
Houston, Delta 2021, level 425 for 15,000.
Okay, then we're going to hit lean find,
Delta 2021,
and this is going to start measuring temperatures on all the cylinders, and we're going to start leaning out. See our fuel flow going down, 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 down.
50 for Delta 2021. Roger that.
There we go. And we want that to be about 50 degrees lean of peak, which we're right there. So I'm gonna richen it just a hair to get us to 65% horsepower. And that's gonna be about 14.6 gallons per hour. And that's it. Cami spread is 0.7. Just in case someone asks you. Okay, that's it. We are set up for cruise. Except now we will set our cabin altitude.
Center 132.5. 32.5, sea letter 830 choice. United 1077, contact Houston 134.9.
We won't touch that again until we start our descent. Then we'll set it for field elevation in Ocala, plus 500 feet.
4 Delta Tango, contact Jack's Approach 118.6.
118.6, 4 Delta Tango. Jack's Approach, Malibu 444 Delta Tango, 11,000.
Malibu 444 Delta Tango, Jack's Approach, advising you have ATIS Delta at Ocala, altimeter 2985, accept the RNAV runway 18.
2985, and we'll let you know when we have ATIS 4 Delta Tango.
985, official approach of news, flight runway 18. For departure, advise ground control direction of flight. Advise on this contact, deep inspection Delta. Inspection Delta. 124.0 at 10, 1,300 is gathered. Temperature 28, 2.25, altimeter 2985. Official approach of news, flight runway 18. For departure, advise ground control direction of flight. Advise on this contact, deep inspection Delta.
Malibu 4 Delta Tango, we've got Delta at Ocala.
Malibu 4 Delta Tango, thank you. Descend and maintain 9,000, proceed to direct cup show for the RNAV runway 18.
Okay, down to 9,000 and direct cup Joe for Malibu 4 Delta Tango. Okay, so we want to hit Cuff Joe at or above 2,100. Okay, since I've activated the approach, you can see in the VNAV profile here that there's my at or above 2,000.
4 Delta Tango, descend and maintain 3,000.
Down to 3,000, Malibu 4 Delta Tango. Okay, that's good.
Number 1 Charlie November, traffic, no factor.
And we're going to have to expedite our descent considerably. I'm going to deploy the speed brakes here. Alright, we're starting to get our profile back here.
Coast Guard 6550, 5 miles from winds, turn left heading 310, maintain 2,000.
Okay, pressurization is set. Flaps are good where they are. Seat belts on.
Coast Guard 6550, contact any
Fuel is almost full tank. And that's it for now. Our next frequency is going to be the tower 11925.
November 4 Delta Tango, 10 miles from Cupville, cross Custer at or above 3,000, clear on air runway 18 approach, contact Ocala Tower 119.25.
Clear for the approach, Cuffja at or above 3,000 and over to tower 4 Delta Tango.
Approach 18, connection 463.
Ocala Malibu 444 Delta Tango 3.6 RNAV runway 18.
444 Delta Tango, Ocala Tower, right here, following Aztec traffic, turning about a 3.5 mile left base, runway 18 for the full stop.
4 Delta Tango, we're looking. Okay. Gonna slow us down here. Does it seem like we're gonna fly into a wall?
Kinda. I don't want to go through that one.
Okay, so they're gonna hold us at 3,000. Until we're established.
Are you about 2 months from Lucky? Is that where you're at?
4 Delta Tango, we're 3.5 from Cuff Joe.
Okay. Just report a 5 mile final runway 8.
5 mile final runway 18, 4 Delta Tango.
463, execute your climb out and contact Jack's departure.
Okay, so, Katie Bug, once we make the turn at Cuff Joe, then we will arm the approach mode on the autopilot and start slowing us down here. Okay, there's our turn at Cuff Joe, and he wants us to call him when we're 5 miles out. So that's gonna be between Cuff Joe and Luggy. Okay, our glide slope's coming, and approach mode is armed. And our next altitude.
Ocala Tower, this is November 78604, holding short of runway 18 at Alpha 8, requesting permission to take off.
Okay, glide slope is captured. Plane should start descending, and it is.
For 78604 Ocala Tower, hold short of runway 18, landing traffic.
Holding short of landing traffic.
Okay, landing gear's coming down. All right. We're 8 miles out. We're going to call him when we're 5 miles out. And we'll go ahead and drop first notch of flaps here. Start getting us slowed down. Okay, we got a pretty staunch right crosswind. And so I'm actually going to go no flaps on this landing.
No flaps and no brakes.
No flaps and...
Hello,
Six zero
at the end of the
left
runway?
Alpha 6, left on Alpha, runway 18, taxi be Alpha.
Okay.
Alpha 6, Alpha, the runway 18 for 0 Alpha Sierra.
I got the airport in sight right out here. It's way over there, but the airplane's pointed this way because there's so much wind coming from that way.
Tower, runway 18, make left traffic, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, November 78604. Make left traffic.
Okay. There we go. We are in LPV mode. Glide slope is captured. Tower Malibu 4 Delta Tango is 5 mile, final 18.
4 Delta Tango, runway 18, clear to land, wind check 250 at 8.
250 at 8, clear to land 18, 4 Delta Tango. Okay, gear is 3 down and green. We're gonna go full rich on the mixture. Bring the prop forward. Our airspeed is good. Fuel is right where I want it. No flaps. Are you able to get a hold of her?
Yep.
See the runway over here? See it? Looks like the plane's flying that way though, doesn't it? But we're pointed that way and the runway's over here because the wind. We're having to point the airplane into the wind to compensate.
Check 25010.
Okay, there's our 500-foot warning. Got the field in sight. I'm going to kill the autopilot. All right. Okay, we're going to keep that wing dipped towards the wind. Now we'll let that one down. All right. We have no right brakes, so it's going to want to pull to the left. Got to compensate with
The right rudder.
right rudder. Atta girl. Okay. Flaps are up because they were never down.
Alpha 4 Delta Tango, turn left at Alpha 8, contact ground point 4.
Left at Alpha 8 and over to ground 4 Delta Tango. Okay, ground point 4 there. Oh.
Ocala Tower, at 1600 Alpha 0, holding short runway 18, number 2 in sequence, ready for takeoff.
Check 390 Alpha 0, Ocala Tower, roger, hold short number 2.
Hold short number 2, 0.
Okay, ground. Ground, Malibu 444 Delta Tango, cleared Alpha 8.
Malibu 4 Delta Tango, Grand Taxi Alpha 3.
Alpha 3 4 Delta Tango.